for a week now. It's now Friday morning, and I started Monday, so 4 days. It took me a day or two to kind of get into the swing of how the machine operates, but after I reckon the 4 days, I've kind of got it fairly well worked out. At first, I was investigating every target sound that didn't show on the bars, and just about 100%. In fact, I think it would have been 100%. As I dug down, sounds without the bars would always end up being a hot rock. Most of the targets that were actual targets, the gold indicator would move almost straight away. So it may only just slightly move, but at least, or you'd get numbers. You'd basically then work from there, and it would usually end up being a target, either a junk target or a gold target. The three settings you've got: difficult, normal, and benign. And difficult and normal work fairly similar. I didn't find a lot of disadvantage to difficult, but I ran in normal the whole time, except I did try benign and I did try difficult, and I found difficult work just as good, and benign at times was very noisy, but I didn't find it to be any more sensitive on the targets themselves. The gold chance indicator, as far as sorting out junk targets from gold targets, is very good on certain targets, like on bucket steel and tin. You get a definite ramping to the left with the gold chance indicator. Lead will go left and right, and give a very similar tone to gold, and it's not easy to tell the difference. Bigger lead, which I found, gives a higher number, about 12 to 14, but every single piece of gold I have found, has been between 3 and 9. Normally at 4 or 8 for the bigger ones, and 4 for the smaller ones, with a nice crisp, sharp chirping sound, but also grunting as well. So with gold, it doesn't go like fully hard right all the time. It flicks back and forward, so you get half grunting, half chirping, which, and I've got used to it now, and I can fairly well pick when I get a target and I think it's gold. Some of that's got to do with the fact that I understand the ground I'm in, and I know where gold would be found, and what would be a likely gold target. But usually when I've picked it for gold, it's been gold. Sometimes I've picked it for perhaps gold, and it's been a shard of metal, which has given me a right swinging gold indicator, which mean that shard of metal may well be a non-ferrous shard of metal, maybe a bit of brass or something. But any tin or steel, it goes left. Hot rocks, it goes left. But basically, I think if this machine was used in trashy areas where you had a lot of bucket steel, a lot of old timers tin crushed up into the pushings, well, I found a couple of nice nuggets in pushings, and that's been my main focus of this machine. I've come back to areas where I have been previously pushed. I know that there were small targets there, but I just got distracted previously with the 6000 with the amount of rubbish I was digging, and I've just left those for an opportunity with a machine like this to see if it would give us an advantage, and it definitely does. As far as finding small nuggets, the 6000s missing, maybe. Yes, definitely some, but it wasn't as many as I expected. The 6000 doesn't leave lots of small targets in the ground. But I did find a couple that I perhaps would have found with the 6,000. I should have found with the 6,000, and I've probably found a couple that maybe the 6,000 wouldn't have heard, like 0.05s and under. Only a couple of those. But as an assessment with as a first detector for someone, you know, buying a first detector, would you recommend this? Would I recommend this? I think I would, with a caveat that they understand that the ground coverage is not very good. Well, just simply because of the 5-inch coil. But I think there's a bigger coil coming out. Whether that'll disadvantage the sensitivity or not, I don't know. These little legs are a waste of time, and the little coil, because it doesn't want to stand up, it just falls over every time unless you really balance it or on nice flat ground. So that definitely needs improving. But if I still think if you could afford a set of 6,000, you'd go that way for sure. But to start off, I at first couple of days I would have said no. It's really the time waster 2,000, because I spent a lot of time wasted checking for hot rocks. But now I kind of understand a bit more about them, and usually you get a target, a soft target. The gold indicator doesn't move, and as you dig down, it then starts to move left. And in just about 100% of the times that I've tried to dig down with one of these signals where the gold indicator isn't moving, and then I've gone down an inch, it's been a hot rock. I don't recall it not moving, then me going down and it's gone to gold or gone to a metal target. With the metal targets, the gold indicator has, or not so much the gold indicator, but the numbers have started to come up just about every time. When no numbers come up, and I know other people may have had different experiences. I'm not. This is not my opinion. An opinion is something you make up. This is the facts. I have not found a target that had no numbers or no gold moving with this machine as of yet. But I have found probably, I must have found 15 nuggets. Maybe not that many. I haven't counted them. Just over 3 grams so far. I've been doing it for 4 days. You know, that's not that bad. Pays for my fuel and my trip up here. But the other thing is the conditions I've been in. It's been super hot. This is the last trip of the year for me, and I shouldn't have even come up now, because by lunchtime it's 40 degrees, and I'm really not good with the heat. And I think also you've got to remember the ground is red hot too for the machine. You know, you try and scoop the dirt up with your gold or with your targets, and it burns your hands. So then obviously the machine's getting affected by that heat as well. So in cooler conditions, maybe things will be slightly different, but I still think it works really good. I'm quite impressed with it. You know, as a first detector, yes, I think it would work. I think once the 10-inch coil comes out, that would definitely make an improvement. Get some better leg ideas here, some covers for it, and I think it'll be all right. Anyway, that's my assessment. It's not my opinion, it's the facts that I've found with this. Okay, well, I've got all these live digs. I haven't made no buried nuggets, nothing. Everything you're going to see on this video are live digs that I've made it. Now, the last couple, I've found the targets with the 6,000, then just checked with this to see how it would go. But most of them have been what I found directly with the machine, and and of course there's quite a few I found I didn't record. I'll quickly want to get my net back down and get back into it. So I'll see what the rest of the day brings, and then you can watch this video and see what you think. I bought the Gold Monster 2000 with me on this trip, and I purposely came back to this area where I have found quite a lot very small nuggets, and some bigger ones too, with the 6,000. So I thought I'll bring the GM back, because anything the 6,000's left behind that's too small, I should be able to find it. Well, I haven't found very much. I haven't found anything so far, and I've been doing it about 2.5 hours. I will say with this machine, it handles the mineralisation really well. I'm running it in normal, manual 9. I have tried the auto setting, and it's quieter, definitely quieter. And anyway, I've got my first target, I think. It's the first one going fully to the right. Now, I do know with all the previous targets, even if the little bell has chimed or the bird has sung or whatever that noise is, and it's erratic and goes left and right, it's been a hot rock every single time. And that's probably 20 or 30, let's call it 20 digs where I've checked. 2 times it was a little bit of metal, but then it was definitely pinging. The other time it was just going front, right and left, and when you get real close it would go left, so its discrimination is really good. But like I say, this one's the only first target I've had that's trending right. So anyway, we'll scratch it out, we'll have a look. My first bit of gold monster gold, and right on the surface it was. It's one foot scrape, and it was out. There we go. I'm a millionaire nearly. Here's another try with the GM 2000. Now I came to this area because this is an area that before I did find a nice nugget, but there's so much rubbish here that you have to give up. It's just too much of it. But there's also a lot of lead too, so when you're discriminating on ferrous, you're probably finding a bit of lead. But anyway, I've passed up on quite a few Beckett steel targets this morning. I've got a right swinger. So it's coming in at 1. So I don't know if you worry about these numbers. 1, see, then it's going a bit left and right, isn't it? So we'll dig it and see what it is. Well, that's a bit disappointing. The gold chance indicator is going fully right. Got the bell. And it's a bit of bucket steel. I've been digging a few small targets, no gold yet. But I've got a huge target here. Numbers going to the right to 96, so I assume it's rubbish. Well, we can see the numbers, so you'll know what it is when I get it out. I reckon it's a great big lump of lead. Well, there you go. It goes to show, if it's big enough, it will go quite deep. But anyway, at least it's not iron anyway, and it was saying it was non-ferrous. It definitely is. Sardines for lunch. Well, I've been digging rubbish all morning, and that's what I expected when I came here, because I knew that there was a lot of rubbish. I've got this target here, an 8. I haven't dug an 8. I haven't found an 8 before. It's definitely going right. Or 6 to 8. Fairly consistent 8, maybe a bit of a 9. Right all the way, no left, so let's see if that's rubbish. Well, I've got it in the scoop. It's even got a pretty good sound. get it out of the scoop and we'll see. I hope this is a bit of gold. Well, there you go. I knew it sounded like gold. It's not a bad piece either. It'd have to be well over half a gram, perhaps getting closer, 0.6 or something. Anyway, it sounded good. It sounded the good numbers, 08, and it was the first bit that the machine definitely said non-ferrous, but not stupidly low or high numbers, so I'm happy with that one. And what I didn't show you was, there's my little hole, and there's the car. How often does that happen when you're coming back? You've had enough, coming back, and you're just ready about to put the detector back in the back of the car and you ping one. That's the way to do it. Yeah, well, nearly a gram, waving around a bit. Got it on the car, but yeah, 0.9 anyway. Happy with that one. Got another low number here, 14. Just behind the car, same as that one. I don't expect this one to be gold. It doesn't have a sweet sound, but it's definitely the low number. 14, going all to the right. Well, because I'm inexperienced with the machine, that might be something I haven't dug before. 14. Oh, we'll see what that is. 14 is some sort of lead sheeting. It's lead though, very soft. It's not steel. So it is non-ferrous. Sorry about the sniffing, guys. I've got to get over this cold. Yeah, anyway, that's what that is. Thought I'd swap over to the 6000 for the afternoon. Believe it or not, that little monster on that real rough ground gets a bit tiring, so I just wanted something a bit slacker. So a nice, easy detecting. I've got a very slight target here. I'll dig it out. This is an area I have been to before. Found a few nuggets in this zone. But you can always go back to where you found gold before if you want a relaxing time and you have an idea that you might find something. In the scoop, probably down about 4 inches with the gold hawk. I'll let you know what it looks like. It's a little long bit. Probably not very heavy, but... Another area I specifically came to with the GM is an old push down here. I haven't really been able to find anything with the 6, but there was a fair bit of trash near these piles, so I moved away. Now I've got a good sound up here, but it's 00. Now all the 00s, well, I've only dug a few, have been foiled, so I'll see whether this is foiled as well. Yep, absolutely foil. I wonder if I could afford to walk away then from 00s, because every single time it's been foil, I just wait for slightly higher numbers. I switched over to difficult because I was just getting stopped a lot by hot rocks. And if I wasn't, so obviously if I'm not getting stopped a lot, then I can cover more ground. Now I've got a signal here, I don't know. 02 going right. Let's see what that is. Unfortunately, that one's a bit of a round shot. I have heard criticism about these little legs. The little legs to hold the machine up. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. The coil's just not wide enough to keep it flat. So you've got to steadily put it down and clear anything away from it every time you put it down. Yeah, oh well, just one of those things. I think there's solutions. Anyway, it's not my machine, I'm just borrowing it. Quite a strong 01. The last 2 lead shots have been 02s. It's just a case of, learning what's what. I'm going to dig this, see what it is. Another lead shot, so that's coming in at 0.1. That one's a bit flatter. It's a little bit disappointing, really, because I'm saying disappointed. I was hoping lead shots would come in at 00. Now here's a target that's confusing it. Some right. It's grunting and whistling. It's going left and occasionally right. See what that is. Oh, well, it's still in the ground. That tells me it's a good chance it is a bit of gold. Now it's getting a bit more right, isn't it? Pretty sure this might be a bit. Well, I got it in the scoop, so it's still grunting and whistling. I reckon it might be a bit of metal. We're going to know in a second. Well, there you go. That's a nice piece. So it was going grunting and squeaking, left and right, really undecided. So definitely worth digging that. That's a nice piece. It'd be 0.5 gram at least. Anyway, I'll give that away up. Go to my total. Yeah, and just this time I wasn't going any trashy areas. It's just general. This time I wasn't detecting. I was just general detecting, and yeah, picked up a nice bit. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what I might do. I'll pull the gold out and just see if the dirt's grunting without the gold. I'll just do that. Hang on a second. Confirmed it was the gold. The dirt had no grunting in it at all. So yeah, maybe it's like having a 6000 where you got to dig everything almost. Don't dig things that go solid left. That's for sure. Oh yeah, 0.63. Not bad. Gold wants to gold. Now 00, which has been foil every time I've dug it, but this is going left and right, whereas the other foil ones have been going just right. And I'm down a, 1/2 inch or something. There's another mystery bag. So now I'm down a bit further, 00, but all to the right now. So I'm suspecting foil, but I don't know. Oh, interesting. Down another inch or two, or inch. Probably down 3 inches all up now. We've got a screamer on our hands. But solid 0, 0, 0. Should I get excited? Maybe not. Yes, I was right. Foil. Serious bit of depth though. 5 inches. Not bad, I suppose, but it wasn't what I wanted. But it said 00, and that's foil has been 00 every time. Okay, I thought I'd do something a bit different. Because I got that right there, I got that 0.6. I thought I'd come back and chain the area with the 6000. It got a bit of greed happening. I picked up one just over there. Now I've come back to where I found that other one, and I've got a target with the 6000, so I thought I'll just go get the monster and see what it makes of it. Oh yeah, clear as. All right, I just wanted to know what I'll do now. If I find any target with the 6000 and it's really faint, I'll check it with this and see what it makes of it. Because that sounds like gold to me with the. It sounds like gold to me with the 6000, and that's clear as. Wouldn't miss that in a heartbeat. Anyway, I'll let you know what it is. Unfortunately, lead. Oh, well, we'll keep going, see if I can, because the last bit of gold I should have checked and I didn't. So if we hopefully get another target, I'll check it. Still with the gold monster, I came to what I call small quartz, areas of small quartz. You know, as long as they've got a bit of ironstone with them. They tend, I've found lots of small gold in this type of area, but also a lot of lead shot usually because, you know, this is where people, the old timers used to come and shoot the birds and stuff. But anyway, I've been going now and I haven't got any target. I've got my first target, but it's jumpy. It's going left and right. I've done a foot scrape, so I don't think it's a lead shot, but it could be. We'll see. Hopefully it's still in. Still in now, so what's the indicator doing now? Still jumpy. I kind of think this might be a buried lead shot. Yeah, because it's shallow. Alright, enough of jibber jabber, I'll dig it out. Oh, I called that one wrong. Tiny little tack. Now these little tacks, I don't know what they use them for, but they seem to have like a little thread on them. And they're not rusty, so whether they're some kind of alloy and what they used them for, I've no idea. Anyway, it's not gold, that's what it is. Trying something different today. I've got the 6000 out, so I'm trying to cover a fairly big area. And the gold monster coil is a bit small, so I was on a bit of a mission. So I've got a soft signal here with the 6000. So yeah, somewhere. So we'll put that to one side. Here, I imagine. Here, I think. Put that to one side. And start up the monster. Here we go. See if I've got a good battery in there yet. Now let's see what we get with this. I don't know, obviously, what that is. Sounds like gold to me, but it sounds a softer signal, small or deep. Now that's a hot rock. Oh yeah, well, it's definitely hearing it, isn't it? Left and right, nice and clear. Pinpointed it so far away. Out there. See how bright she gets. Might be quite shallow then. Okay. Just dig it out. See what we got. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to mess with the settings a bit. Let's try difficult. Okay, difficult's good. Try benign, I don't know. Someone said about using benign, I don't know whether. You can definitely hear it slowed down. Still hearing it, but you know, there's a few. Definitely picking up more hot rocks. Alright, we'll go back to difficult and we'll go minimum sensitivity. Right. Okay, minimum sensitivity, no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, you can't complain about the sensitivity not working. Now we'll go A1. Still good, a little bit less. Go A2. Still good. Nice and quiet though, this one. And then back to 10. That's definitely the strongest. To A9. Alright, we'll dig it up. Okay. A little bit of gold. Very shallow. An inch maybe. But heard it clear as day. So I'm going to see if we can find. We're going to see if we can find a bit deeper bit. I have a target near this grass with the 6,000 that sounds like, I suspect foil, so I decided to put this over it, the 2,000 over it, see what it makes of it. All going right, 19, 20, so I would think, well, I don't know. I'm going to check that. That's not a number that I've come across yet. We'll see. So 20 appears to be a piece of brass. Okay, I have a small target here, but I want to show you like when I said before about targets where you don't get any numbers. Well, I'm difficult here, aren't I? It doesn't matter. To normal, but you don't get any numbers. But when it's an actual target, metal target, I haven't found one where I don't get numbers. So so 5. Okay. 5 to the right. That seems like something. You see, even though the chance indicator, don't worry about the numbers now because it's just the ground. Let it settle. There you go. It's only the numbers over the target. 5 gold chance indicator flicking both ways. I'm going to call this for gold, and we'll dig it up and see. Okay, my foot scraped down now. It's still going both ways, but it's pretty hard right now. Alright, I have to get the pick out, so I'll get back to you. Okay, it was only a ½ inch down. Now it's got the 4. 4 to me. 4 is the magic number. Oh, disappointingly, wasn't even gold. A little shard of metal, like maybe off a bullet. I don't know what it's off, like a cap or something. Yeah, sounded just like gold. So my introduction was saying that if I pick it for gold, it's been gold. Well, you can forget that one on this one. That's definitely giving exactly the same results as a piece of gold would give. So nothing's guaranteed. Oh, well, there you go. Pooh. Okay, well, not even a minute after that last bit of disappointing shard of metal, I have another target. I've scraped down a bit with this one. Now, this one's not giving me a 5. This one's giving me a erratic 2 to 3. I'm not even going to guess. It's going right. It's going hard right. I'm not even going to guess. You know, like I say, opinions don't matter. It's show us the facts. All right, we'll dig it out. If I had that one before hadn't have been a bit of metal, I would pick this for gold, but I'm not going to pick it now. We'll see what it is. Okay, in the scoop. Grunting and chirping. I'll try one hand with that one. Grunting and chirping. Let's see what it is. Poo, a big piece of lead. Oh well. Move on. Oh, I didn't even pull the camera out for that one. That was where I got that bit of shard of metal. So right here, I got a little bit. This one is gold, thank goodness. Maybe I should just, yeah. And it's 03, same, 03 backwards, forwards, same as the shard of metal. So maybe you just got to dig everything. To a point, dig everything. At least with the 6000, you've got to dig mostly everything. At least this does give you a fair indication if it's hot rock or junk. But anyway, another bit of gold. 2 for the day. I've got another target. I'm not even going to guess. 3, 4. Oh, without guessing, looks good. Let's see if it's lead or gold. More bits of metal. So in this type of metal, discrimination just isn't working. So on that note, I'm moving. This is sort of what I was hoping for. This was a very faint signal on the 6000 with the 14-inch double D, and I thought I'll get this. Let's see whether I can hear it, but it was very clear. I'm not saying it's gold, but on the 6000, that was a pretty soft signal. We'll see if it is gold, or see what it is. Oh well, it's out already. Only 1 foot scrape. It's not very encouraging, but we'll see. Oh well, that's no good. Just a lead ball. Right in this spot, I have a very, very faint target with the 6000. And here, I'm getting a hot rock sound. All left. Doesn't sound like a hot rock on the 6000. Maybe that's what it is. Nothing going on. I'll take a bit off the surface. Okay, I'm calling the gold monster out on this one. Okay, I'm calling the gold monster out on this one. There's nothing here that would indicate a target to me, just background noise. That's just hot rock. Alright, put the 6000 back. Still super faint on the 6000, but I'm going to dig down now and we'll see whether it is a target or not. I'm just getting it. Okay, I'll take off a couple of inches. Okay, I've taken off a couple of inches now, and there's some reaction. No numbers yet. So monster's still not there. We're getting a little bit of a number at least. I'll take off a couple more inches. But as far as this nugget goes, this is too deep for this machine. This might not even be a nugget, I'm just calling it a nugget. See what it is. Down a bit, puffing a bit. Bloody hot. Now, I can hear it now clearly with the 6, like a clear, definite target. See what we got here. Yep. Jumpy numbers. Jumpy numbers. But something there. At least it's nice and easy to pinpoint with. Oh, I wasn't far from the car, so I went and got the tripod. So jumpy numbers, but the numbers are really jumpy, but around the 19, 18, 11, 12, they're all over the place, but they're much higher than 10 anyway. I can't imagine be rubbish down there. It's out, whatever it is. Well, I didn't get to complete that video because the phone overheated. There's the hole. It's about 6 inches deep. A small nugget, heard just barely by the 6000, and not heard by the gold monster in full mode until down at least 2 or 3 inches. Ended up, I can't show, I haven't got it, I've put it in my little jar there. It's that bigger one, it's only about 0.4. But it was like really crazy numbers and grunting, and you just can't, you can definitely not walk away from, erratic numbers. It never went fully right, it stayed in the middle, 2 bars right, 2 bars left the whole time. Anyway, and maybe if I put it right on the coil now, it'd go fully forward, but we'll see. My confidence to guess targets has gone. I can only imagine. It's a target, that's all I can tell you. Right. Left, right. Numbers, what do we got? Call it out 5. Very tiny. On the surface just about. So erratic numbers, nothing solid, up and down, bit of right, bit of left, and an 05 basically. So discrimination's getting confusing now. I wonder if it's the heat causing all this erratic discrimination numbers, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that the first couple of days when it was cooler. You know, I was definitely getting right hand for gold and left hand for junk. Now they're just all over the place, but the ground is red hot to touch, actually too hot. So that's a possibility, isn't it? Thanks for watching right the way to the end. don't forget to obviously to like and subscribe and share this video. One thing that I said about the heat perhaps affecting the discrimination later on in the trip was a possibility, but also when I got home I took the skid plate off, and there was a lot of dirt inside, so whether that later affected the discrimination, I don't know. But then again, thanks for watching.